What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to compare 3 different Arlon films and check out the properties of them, what they're meant to be used for, and what the adhesive's like, compare the adhesives, what it's like to wrap with them. But we're just going to be doing this in a small scale. Once again, on the hood of my truck, it's the vehicle I have available to do this on. This is just for you guys to learn more about films that I like to use, the films that I have used, and for me to teach you the knowledge I have about it. Alright, and so as I said, we're doing 3 different Arlon films. We have Fusion, we have a piece of the SLX Plus. I also have a bigger piece if I need, but we're just going to try to stick with this piece. I want to use as little film as possible for this. And then we have the regular SLX. So this is the OG first version of the SLX. This is the SLX Plus. This is a black that we printed. It's kind of has a little bit of blue to it. This was for the Renegade truck wrap. This is just a leftover scrap piece. And then this is just a scrap piece of the Fusion wrap. I've never actually touched the Fusion. I got this from someone else. We've never ordered Fusion yet. Maybe we will, maybe I'll want to after testing it. So this will be the first time I've ever done anything with Fusion. And I've definitely used these 2 before. I've used these 2 for bigger wrap jobs. So we're going to go ahead and test them on the hood of my truck here, and I'll just give you guys my honest thoughts, opinions, and what I think of these films. Okay, so I'm actually just going to cut a little piece there, kind of a similar size to what I have here. That's a little bit bigger, but we'll cut this guy. That off. I'll leave that. So we got that. I want to kind of have this as fair, as a comparison as we possibly can. I think that just makes sense. Okay, we got our 3 pieces. Now, I'm not going to go crazy with like curve that we're testing or anything like that. Gonna get this wiped down with alcohol. Even though this is just for test, we're still going to do this. So, I might end up testing it in this groove here first, and then going to a different spot. Okay, so see this little groove here. Oops, trip my light. We're gonna first go ahead and test out with the SLX original. You can tell very little initial tack. Actually, here I'll squeeze this down. It's that easy, and you just take and you pick it right up. So this film is an awesome film for a 1-person install. Now the only bad thing about the original SLX is that tack isn't quite enough. Just not quite enough of a tack there. Because if you want to, let's say, let's see if I can figure it out here. Let's say I'm going in this groove. I'm happy with how that groove looks. But I just want to pull back, just till the groove, because I've got some sort of wrinkle. snap back. Oh well, now I snap back way too much. Like, so that's a bad example. But oftentimes, what would happen with the original SLX is when you'd want to snap back, it would snap back real easy, right? As long as you haven't applied heat. Because as soon as you apply heat, I'll show you. I'll apply heat, and then we'll squeegee it. As you can tell, as soon as you apply heat, those wrinkles that I got in there, they're out now. Pull it back down. I definitely stretched it a bit. But, as I was saying, as soon as you apply heat, then you get you're activating your adhesive. I know, I did a really bad job applying that. It was quick. So, now you guys can see it's all laid down. It's in that groove. So now we do have heat on this side here. Still, that's not much heat. It should get a lot more post heat than that, but we do have a lot more. Well, but still pulls up super easy. I like this film because you can do a one-man install on pretty much any surface, no problem. Now, like I said, the downfall of that film is the fact that the adhesive backing is just not quite enough. Now that's when they came in and they reamped SLX, I called it SLX Plus, and then we get a better adhesive. As you can tell, right away, if you can tell, we still got that repositionability because we still got the flight technology, but we got more initial tack on there. If I lay this down just like that already, you already notice. You got more tack. So, let's do the same idea here. Get into that groove. Okay, we're laid down. Nicely in there. Now, I'm gonna just grab it here, as you can tell already. It's got a lot more tack. That's what's the really nice thing about this. I found when I did the full wrap on that truck, if you haven't watched that video yet, I'll link that video, try to put a card in right now on the top screen if you want to go check that video out. Go do that after this though. We're going to do the same thing here now again, but this time, apparently we're going to get a bunch of wrinkles in it because I'm stupid. No, we're just going to we're going to put heat to it. I'm going to show you what it does different with heat. Okay, got that laid down. We're going to give it some heat. from here to this where you won't heat. That way you guys get a little bit of an idea, the difference between with heat and without. So, gonna go ahead and start here. Actually, we're gonna go over here. Seems like a better spot. So as you can tell, you know, we still got the nice tack. It does got tack. Obviously, more than that, right? But now that you can tell, this stuff when you add heat, you can still pull back, and you see those lines that are in there. Or in the middle of the screen, you can see lines. Now, some people may say that don't know film or don't know Arlon film or even just how film works. Well, you just ruined it. No, I can actually just that little bit of heat, just a kiss of heat right there, and you can tell the middle there, those lines are gone. Over there where I didn't heat, they're still there. So you can still reuse this piece. So if you snapped it back, this is a printed design and you need to snap back, no problem. So, not a big deal, but it does have a lot more adhesive. I really enjoy that extra adhesive. Really helps get the job done quicker because you don't have to heat as much and you're not snapping back farther than you want to. That's the main advantage that I find from the SLX Plus. Also, it is a film that you can install one person. You can do a full wrap, one person, no problem, because of that easy of repositionability. So next we're going to play with Fusion, a film that I have never touched. So, we're going to grab this. Feels like it has the same style, well, maybe a little more tack. Still kind of just wave it around like that. So let's see what happens. Okay, do the same test here. Thoroughly clean this hood, just wipe with icing. Obviously if you're doing an actual wrap, we'd be doing it more thorough. And I just wiped in this area, so it looks like there's something under there. Yeah. This hood is dirty, so not a good example, I guess. But yeah, there we go, she's in. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna just see what happens when you pull it out. Alright, so that felt more like the SLX Plus than the regular SLX. Now I think guys are mainly using this stuff for like flat wraps, not for vehicle wraps, but more so like trailers and stuff like that, is what I understand. We're going to do this with other ones too. Just because it's fun. Okay. See how that is not laid down there? We're going to heat it up and we're just going to glide that into place using a wrap glove. Wrap gloves are one of the most fun things. Okay, now I'm gonna heat it up just like I did the other ones. Oh, I was just gonna do one side. Anyway, I did this side then. I'm gonna see what the difference is now that it's heated. So obviously you can do more than just flat with this, but I think this is mainly meant for like flat fleet graphics kind of thing. Alright. Let's see here. Give me a quick. Okay, so once again, all these films are really close with the backing, and that is because they do all have flight technology. Flight technology is this, pretty much. Pretty much it's the fact that you can just glide by yourself and reposition a film really smooth and easily. I could grab either one of these. This one is a little bit, this one's not quite as easy because it's got the more aggressive adhesive. Okay, I got one more thing I want to do just for the fun of it and because I think it'd be kind of cool. We're going to do a little bit of a stretch test. See how much these films can stretch with a certain amount of heat. So I'm going to heat up each one for about 10 seconds in about a 4 inch space, and then I'm just going to grab it and see how much I can stretch it, how far I can pull it down. I've got a tape measure here, so if you want to measure, I'm not going to go look at back and measuring exactly, but if you guys want to kind of see just for reference. So we're going to start with, this is the original SLX. Heat it down there a bit, make sure it doesn't fall. Okay, we're going to go high heat here, back forward. And now we're going to pull. And just so you guys know, you should never stretch film that much. Oh. Okay, not a colored, or not a printed wrap at least. Color change, you can, any film you can stretch a lot, but as you can tell, because this is a printed film, like this is super thin now and has no adhesive. Like here, you can at least feel adhesive. This is way too much stretch. You can tell here the discoloration that's happening right here. This is why you have to be super careful with how much you stretch film. As you can tell, this is good. This can still be wrapped. This, not so much. Now, here's one cool thing. If you like satisfying things, you'll like this. So pretty much right back. Yeah, that is the original SLX. Now we have the Fusion wrap. We're gonna do the same thing with the Fusion wrap. Stretch out. We've already heated that one up here. Nothing left for color there. Same idea. It's just paper thin now. Like you can just hear the difference in the film. So once again, never stretch film this much. Check out the color difference there. Once again, we can just bring that back to probably like 90%. And we'll actually bring the colors right back too, not just film. So this is good because if you do accidentally stretch too much, often you can fix it by just releasing your piece up until, you know, a little bit farther than what discoloration is or anything. If you didn't do it this much, because as you can tell, it's way too much. It's not going back to full, normal, whatever you want to call it, 100%. SLX Plus now. Just black. A little bit thicker of a piece here, so slightly different. Okay, I want to heat it up and stretch a little bit too much. So that's also a thing. That can happen when you heat up too much. This one just looks like it looks burnt, right? Because I heated it up too much. But this is crazy discoloration right here. Very definite line there. That's a little bit of playing with some film. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys learned anything or just enjoyed it, just because it was kind of more for just a for fun thing, and teach you guys a little bit of Arlon's SLX, XLS Plus, and Fusion wrap. If I had more of these films, I would do more tests and more in-depth things about them, and maybe teach you guys more things about them. Maybe we'll do that in the future. Let me know if you guys want any more videos like this. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts down below if you enjoyed it, or if you didn't, or if you have ideas for future videos like this, how I should put film to its test. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.